we're getting ready to decide the 1995 Sweet 16 championship as PRP goes against Breckinridge County. There's the Panther huddle, and they are excited, and so is everybody else in this building. Let's take a look now at how they'll line up. First of all, for the Breckinridge County Tigers, Patrick Critchlow, watch for him to do most of the ball handling and some of the scoring, too. Critchlow wears number 20, a 6-foot senior, had a 25-point ball game in the semifinals. Bradley Payne wears number 12, a 6-foot senior. Adam Mattingly in the middle, a 6'4 senior, averages 17.7 rebounds a game. Jared Whitworth, 7 points a game, number 34. And Jay Sills, number 42, a 6'2 senior, 12 points, 6 rebounds a game. And the Breckinridge County Tigers, champions of the 3rd region, 28-2, coached by Dean Hobbs. And now the Pleasure Ridge Park Panthers with a mark of 28-9, champions of the 6th region. Dominic Taylor at one guard, number 23, a 5'7 freshman. Charles Taylor at the other guard, number 15, a 5'9 senior, had 19 points in the semifinals. Michael Lockhart, the big man in the middle, number 42, a 6'10 junior. Gilwan Nelson, 13 points, 5 boards a game at one forward, number 32. And Sean Hoover at the other forward, 9 points and 6 rebounds a game, a 6'7", 205-pound junior. The Panthers are coached by Dale Mabry. This is the 7th appearance for PRP in the Sweet 16. They were state champs in 1989. The 4th appearance for Breckinridge County and the 1st since 1965. They won it all that year. Just about set to go from Rupp Arena. Hope you enjoy it. The championship game of the 1995 Sweet 16. Pleasure Ridge Park in the black uniforms trimmed in red, and Breckinridge County in white with the maroon letters and numbers. It'll be Mattingly in to jump for Breckinridge County against Lockhart of PRP.
This will be some battle.
And Breckinridge County gets the first possession. Across the lane, Sills ran into trouble, dished it off for Whitworth. No basket, a 3-second call. Too much time in the lane.
Glenn Brown and Roger Cross, the officials assigned to the championship game.
Dominic Taylor in the double team, got rid of it to Charlie Taylor. Dominic takes the outside shot, or rather Nelson, and it's the Breckinridge County rebound. Payne up court to Mattingly. Fakes and missed the shot. It came out. Rebound Sills. Mattingly can't get it to fall, and Hoover brings it down. PRP on the attack. Nelson outside to Charlie Taylor. Down the lane he goes. And we get a charging foul.
Charlie creates a lot off the dribble, and a lot of times he'll go down the lane and leave his feet not knowing what he's going to do with the basketball, and it's cost him some fouls in the tournament.
We played 1 minute, no scoring as yet. Double team, Whitworth found himself in trouble, and a foul on Hoover.
That full court pressure from PRP and Dean Hobbs directing traffic. You can bet that's what he and his team have been talking about all day, is how to handle the pressure defense of the Panthers.
Critchlow ahead to Mattingly. That's broken up. Here comes Charlie Taylor for PRP. Ahead to Dominic.
Too many steps.
He walked.
Both teams, I guess you could say a little bit jittery, but I think maybe a little bit pumped up, a little too pumped up. Charlie Taylor with a nice look ahead for Dominic and one too many steps.
Still looking for our first points of the ball game with 6:35 to go first quarter. Sills against Hoover. Batted away by Lockhart, and Lockhart brought it down. Nelson tapped away from behind.
These kids have already forgotten the previous 3 games. The adrenaline is flowing.
Charlie Taylor from outside. The rebound, Lockhart's over the back. First one on Lockhart, and the third on PRP. Critchlow down the middle. The left-hand shot won't go. Rebound, Hoover.
Defense is the byword so far.
Nelson down the lane. Whitworth tried to save it back in, and now Taylor's got it. Underneath for Hoover. Second try, good.
Of course, you always want the hustle, but the save into PRP's end might not have been a good move. They didn't have a chance to set up the defense, and the Panthers get an easy basket.
And we'll get a walking call on Whitworth. Unusual to see a Breckinridge County mistake in the open court.
Here you see the turnover there. Whitworth with the juggle. One 3-1 from Breck.
Taylor pulls up. That one's too hard. Rebound, Lockhart. He can't get it. Hoover tries to follow. Second try is in again. Foul from behind on Hoover.
That would be two. And he's gone to the board so well in the early going. This is the biggest team we've seen Breckinridge County face in the tournament. And they're having a little bit of trouble inside with Lockhart and Hoover of the Panthers.
And we get Willie Ivory into the ball game for Pleasure Ridge Park. Averages 11 points a game off the bench, a 6'3" junior.
Already, Keith, 3 Breckinridge County turnovers.
Sills puts Breckinridge County on the board.
Here comes the 1-2-2 this time down, changing up.
Shot from outside by Ivory. Lockhart got it. And finally pulled down by Adam Mattingly. And we're going to get another PRP foul. And it is on Lockhart, and that's his second.
Not a whole lot of contact there, but here's the problem for Breckinridge County that we haven't seen them experience. They are getting whipped on the offensive glass by PRP, and not much contact, but the second on Lockhart.
Lockhart goes for the steal. It hit the line. Breckinridge County retains possession.
Boy, with that size and the way he moves, you know he's going to bulk up some. What a great future Lockhart has, a junior.
Critchlow down the middle. Rebound bounced away from Lockhart and out of bounds. We'll get Mims into the ball game for Pleasure Ridge Park, replacing Dominic Taylor.
They don't drop off in that move. Mims had a terrific semifinal game.
Shot from the baseline by Sills is short. Here comes Mims. Numbers for PRP. Mims takes it in. 6-2 Panthers. Ahead to Mattingly, goes all the way in, made the shot and a blocking foul. And that's 3 on Lockhart.
Coach Mabry gambled leaving Lockhart in the ball game, and it didn't pay off. He has his third, and Mattingly was not going to be denied. You saw it in his eyes. He was going to take it right there. Didn't get the clean dunk, but he gets it to drop in and draws the foul. Big blow to the Panthers. Not only the bucket, but the foul on Lockhart.
Greg Bedford is in to replace him. Bedford, a 6'5" junior. Now Breckinridge County back within 1. Pass knocked down by Critchlow, picked up by Sills, and tapped away from behind. The Panthers on the move. The lead too far for Nelson.
They didn't execute the break there, but really this is exactly the type game PRP wants it to be. A little bit helter-skelter and take Breckinridge County out of their patterned offense and their traps on defense.
They make you work every time you bring the ball up the floor. Payne off to the right side to Whitworth.
That's one way to dissect it. Penetrating in the lane.
And Breckinridge County has moved on top. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Taylor for Nelson. Nelson with the layup and the foul.
Goal by Nelson is good.
Gilwan has had a strong tournament. Here's the catch. And the strong move to the bucket. A good entry pass to him. He's so strong down on the block, he's hard to hold out for a defender. Gets good position.
Foul is on Critchlow, his first. 3-point play by Nelson. Whitworth deals to Sills, swatted away by Bedford, but Critchlow has it. Payne fakes, so does Critchlow, takes the jumper, won't stay in. Whitworth tips, it goes.
Didn't box out.
We're even at 9. Nelson is fouled as he started down the left side of the lane.
Where has Greg Bedford been? The 6'5 senior who have seen very limited action in the tournament. A huge block down at the other end a minute ago for the Panthers, who have shown us a deep bench. And that may pay off for them tonight with so many games in such a short period of time.
Inside, there's Bedford. He scores, and he'll go to the line.
Goal by Bedford. He follows on Critchlow, number 20.
And Critchlow picks up another one. Third team foul on Breckinridge. It's 11-9 PRP. There's Brandon Fye reporting into the lineup for Pleasure Ridge Park, and Nelson goes out.
PRP, outstanding rebounding team on the regular season, and they have the edge 12-6 so far over the Tigers.
Bedford hits. He is a senior, and giving them some spark off the bench after Lockhart went out with 3 fouls. Coming up on the 2-minute mark in the first quarter at Rupp Arena. Sweet 16 championship game for 1995. Sills takes the long one and hits it. 3-pointer for Sills. We're all even. The long pass gets away from Mims and picked up by Whitworth.
Something we haven't seen Sills do is step out and shoot the 3.
Inside for Mattingly, across the lane to Critchlow. And Breckinridge moves on top. Mims won't stay in. Rebound fought for. Still a scramble, and Fye comes up with it for PRP. Taylor moves in. 3-point try. Rebound Critchlow.
You know, even though PRP came up with the ball a minute ago, that was a great move by Sills to throw it up court toward his team's basket, hoping his teammate would catch up to it. That's alert play. You throw it as far away as you can toward your way so PRP doesn't have a chance to grab it and get a fast break on you. Smart play.
Coach Hobbs with that cue card system. Here's the pass to Payne. He gets the layup. Now Breckinridge by 4. And Phi is going to be called for the offensive foul. Critchlow set up as part of the double team, and Phi just leaned right into him trying to find some room.
That's a good call. It was right in front of the official, and Phi was guilty. Leaned in with the arm and gave him a little bit of a shove. That's all it takes.
Charlie Taylor is out. David McGovern in for Pleasure Ridge Park. Also Nelson is back in, and Bedford is out after giving PRP some good minutes.
I think you'll see Breckinridge County look for one shot here. They've got what they want. A 4-point lead going to the end of the quarter. They'd like to extend it. They don't want PRP to have a chance to cut into it.
Tapped away from behind and out of bounds.
You'll see PRP change defenses. They're going to extend and pick up in the man-to-man, it looks like. Or will they? Nope, they're going to zone 2-3. They're going to lay back, make them shoot from the perimeter.
Whitworth flings it cross court to Payne. Three-pointer is good. The shot by McGovern at the buzzer, and that's the end of the first quarter with the score. Breckinridge County 19 and Pleasure Ridge Park 12. We'll be right back to Rupp Arena in just a minute.
Report to the scores table.
After one, Breckinridge County's up by 7. Let's go to Maury Hill for a quick report. Maury?
Says, hey, we've got PRP right where we want them. They're back on their heels. He's also very concerned about calling the right plays. The players aren't looking to the bench for Breckinridge County to check the play. He says, you better run my play that I'm calling. Let's go back to you.
Breckinridge County with the rebound off the miss by Phi, and they're on the attack again. We've mentioned that card system that the coach uses, but you got to look over there. Tapped away, and then the steal.
Not easy to run those patterns against the defense that PRP throws at you.
And the steal by Whitworth. You also don't like to take your eyes off of them when you're out there either, because they're very quick and they come after you all the time on defense. There's Coach Hobbs. Whitworth down the lane, lost his balance, called for walking.
Charlie Taylor not in there right now, with McGovern in the backcourt, and also Mims. A little smaller lineup, different look from the Panthers.
McGovern down the middle, got the layup. The long pass, that's a risky one, but Mattingly brought it down. Bounce pass to Sills. Now Nelson into the lane, deals to Hoover, blocked by Mattingly, a foul on Mattingly.
The foul is on Adam Mattingly, number 32. His first in court.
There's the dish, and Mattingly got Hoover on the arm. He argued the call, but to no avail. He did get a piece of the arm. There's Dale Mabry juggling his personnel. He's been forced to because Lockhart has gotten into some early foul trouble.
Mabry just sent Dominic Taylor back in place of Mims.
Haven't seen Ivory. Seen him very little. We've seen him, but not very much. And going a little bit smaller look with Lockhart not in there, Ivory not in there. Charlie Taylor is back in.
There's the lob for Mattingly. It's an 8-point lead for Breckinridge County.
They timed that one right.
They surround Hoover, and the steal by Whitworth.
You have to have eyes in the back of your head to play this game tonight. Both teams swarm on the basketball.
Whitworth on the baseline. Spins away from the double team, found Payne.
Against the 2-3 zone. They look for the call from Coach Hobbs. He's going to bring Critchlow out to handle the basketball. 9 turnovers, PRP so far.
Looking at second quarter action in the state championship game.
Tigers have turned it over 6 times.
Sills moves in and hits the jumper. Inside Nelson. Blocked from behind by Sills, and he'll be whistled for the foul.
Sills came in there from behind well defensively, but probably wound up a little bit too much and kind of drew some attention to the block. Might be better off just to go tap it away. Now let's look at the teamwork here from the Tigers. Sills with the feet up top to the leaper, Mattingly, and boy, can he get up.
Nelson connects. We get Carl Williams in the ball game for Breckinridge County, number 41, a 6'1 senior. Had 9 points against Marshall County, 10 against Scott County, so he's contributed off the bench for Breckinridge. Nelson 3 for 3 from the line. Critchlow splits the double team and comes up court. And Mattingly was on the end line. Looking at the Breckinridge County bench with Payne over there. Nelson moves. And the rebound. Hoover goes up strong. Doesn't get the basket, but he will go to the line.
The foul is on Whitworth, number 34, his second, team 6.
Second foul on Jared Whitworth.
Hoover, he'll have 2.
Hoover's an excellent free throw shooter on the season, 84%. Like I said, excellent free throw shooter. 6'7", 205 junior. He's even more important to this team tonight with Lockhart out with 3 fouls, the 6'10 center.
There's McGovern back in for PRP, and Payne comes back in for Breckinridge County. Whitworth is out for Breckinridge County, and Dominic Taylor goes out for PRP. Hoover comes up empty. The lead holds at 8.
Good spacing.
Sills just dropped it. Wanted to go with it too quick. Mattingly got it back. Now to Sills.
They space the court really well. It's the best way to attack that pressure.
Nelson answers for PRP.
Nelson.
Here comes Sills. It's a 2-on-1. Off to Williams. Lays it in.
Williams.
They're trading baskets, but Breckinridge County holds the 10-point advantage. An easy one for Nelson.
Nelson.
There again, the quick strike. PRP really didn't let Breckinridge County get set in its half-court defense.
Critchlow down to Mattingly.
They're riddling the pressure right now, getting great, easy looks at the basket.
The shot by Taylor. And the rebound to Critchlow. Breckinridge County set a state tournament record by shooting 67% from the field in their semifinal win. Sills misses. And while they took a long one that time, you can see how they do it. They get a lot of layups.
61% in this game after a slow start. 14 out of 23. PRP, on the other hand, 35%.
Shot out of the corner. Good by McGovern. That's a 3. Critchlow drives all the way down. And we got a timeout for Breckinridge County. That comes with 2:58 to go in the second quarter with the score. Breckinridge County 31 and Pleasure Ridge Park 24. Back to Rupp Arena in just a minute. Breckinridge County up by 7 over PRP. A lot of excitement at Rupp Arena tonight. It's been a great Sweet 16 tournament, and these two teams are the ones who have survived, and each of them has faced some tough battles along the way.
Yeah, it's been a great tournament. Games played close to the vest. We've seen a lot of great coaching, certainly a lot of great players, and right there you see some of the great fans we've seen. And the Sweet 16, there's nothing like it. I think it's the same for everybody. If you're here for the entire tournament, maybe you get a little bit tired at points, but then you get to the championship game and you're as fresh as you can be and you're ready to go.
The energy level comes back, and these ball players certainly have no shortage of it. Critchlow guarded by Ivory. And Sills with the three-pointer. That's way off the mark. Out of the air to Mims. Charlie Taylor pulls up. And Sills has got the rebound. Now Breckinridge wants to slow it down just a bit. PRP missed an opportunity to cut further into that lead.
PRP's in the 2-3 zone and down 7 here. You might see Coach Mabry bring them out and put a little pressure on before the end of the half here. Maybe not let them run all this clock off. We'll see if he pushes the button here pretty soon.
Quick hands by Mims, but Sills got it back.
Yeah, here come the guards out. They're going to make it a little more difficult to handle the ball. A little bit of pressure.
That's Williams guarded by McGovern. Williams takes it down the middle. Tried to deal it off to Calise, who's in there, and they miss connections. Here's Charlie Taylor for PRP. And the Panthers back within 5.
It's the first bucket for Taylor.
First scoring for Charlie Taylor. Averages 14 a game. Critchlow fakes. Now the baseline jumper is good.
Such a soft shot.
That was by Critchlow. Oh, by Critchlow.
Willie Ivory takes it from outside. Battle for the board, and it came out to Taylor. Now McGovern a long one. That's going to be short, but Ivory's there. And he can't get it to go. They'll try again.
I don't know about Ivory cranking up that 3 at that point. Only a 27% three-point shooter.
Now they're going to hold it for the last shot. Coming up to halftime. There goes Taylor. Now to Ivory, and he is fouled as he put up the shot from the side. Sills doesn't like it, but he is stuck with the foul. That's his second. And that'll put Ivory at the line with 3.3 seconds to go.
This was close. Penetration by Taylor. Just getting a piece of Ivory on the corner jump shot.
Ivory sends the first one through. Missed the second. Rebound Mattingly. There's the long one, and there's the horn. And we've come to the end of the second quarter with the score. Breckinridge County 33 and Pleasure Ridge Park 27. Back to Rupp Arena after this. Back at Rupp Arena, we're at halftime of the 1995 Boys State Championship game with Breckinridge County leading Pleasure Ridge Park by a score of 33-27. Let's take a look inside the numbers for that first half of action in this state championship game. And Roger, the statistic that's going to jump out right away again is field goal percentage. Breckinridge County doing it again.
Well, they set the record, of course, in the semifinal round, and it's 60% so far tonight through a half. 15 of 25. PRP cold, 10 of 29. Free throws, PRP shooting quite a bit more. They are out rebounding Breckinridge County, and the turnovers just about even. The bench of Pleasure Ridge Park, the reserves have 11 points. Breckinridge County's bench 2 points. Again, the bench may be a big factor tonight with foul trouble and also with the fatigue factor involved with these teams having played so many games in a short period of time.
No real surprises so far. Each team trying to do what it's done best all year long. PRP coming at them with quick defense, and Breckinridge County taking care of the basketball, getting good shots. 16 minutes of action to go before someone claims the 1995 state championship. We're underway in the second half. Critchlow's pass is picked off. Taylor in for PRP. Drops in the 15-footer.
Good start for the Panthers, but they better get back.
Long pass to Mattingly. Around Hoover, laid it in. 35-29.
Boy, you just can't let up for a second against Breckinridge County.
Sills led Breckinridge with 11 in the first half. 9 for Nelson of PRP.
Like the 2-3 zone to begin the second half.
Long one by Taylor is good. He finds the range. And it's 35-32. Payne floats it for Mattingly. Got jammed up in there. And the rebound comes to Ivory. And then a foul. It'll go against Whitworth.
It's going to be 3 on Jared Whitworth.
The foul is on number 34, Whitworth. That's his third, team's first.
And we see Lockhart up off the PRP bench, getting ready to report back in. Did not start the second half.
Switching up now to the 1-3-1.
Ted Huntley of Super America.
And a foul on Sills. And now Sills has 3.
America. Please report to the officials table. And the foul is on number 42.
There's Lockhart back in the ball game, the 6'10 junior.
Speaking of 3 fouls, Lockhart limited to only 4 minutes of playing time in the first half because of foul difficulties.
Ivory almost lost it. Got it away to Taylor. A long one by Taylor. Nelson chased it down. He left it a little short, and Whitworth grabs the board for Breckinridge County. Underneath, Sills is open.
Sills may be the unsung hero in the whole tournament.
Pass tipped and intercepted by Mattingly. Good anticipation by Mattingly. Breckinridge has it again. Mattingly drives, and it's stripped away. Ahead to Dominic Taylor. Mattingly after him, and Mattingly fouls him. The shot doesn't go.
On number 32, Adam Mattingly. That's his second, team's third.
And we'll see Dominic Taylor out on the open court. The hesitation move hangs in the air enough to draw the foul from Adam Mattingly, and that is 2 on him. And foul problems mounting perhaps for the Tigers. They have a couple of guys with 3.
Dominic Taylor can't get the free throw. Now 0 for 1 from the line. They're sorting through the cards on the Breckinridge County bench.
PRP staying in the game despite the shooting differential. They're only 36% from the field. Breck at 61%.
That one bounced all around the rim before falling through. It's a 4-point Breckinridge County lead. Critchlow challenged by Dominic Taylor. Bounce pass to Mattingly. Blocked away. And Mattingly got it back and stuck it in.
That was close to a goaltend on that block. The ball appeared to be headed down as he was going to try to dunk it, it looked like.
Ivory with the shot. He answers for PRP. First field goal for Ivory. It's 39-35. Critchlow sets up for three and hits.
Can't leave him open. Outstanding spot-up shooter.
Payne went for the steal, didn't get it. Taylor into traffic, drops it off for Nelson. Nice pass.
It's one of the few times we've seen somebody break down the Breckinridge County defense. Charlie Taylor with great penetration.
Pass into the middle goes astray. Here's Nelson for PRP. Missed the layup. Rebound to Payne. Surrounded by Dominic Taylor, then spins away. Floats it long for Sills. Sills moved in, and the reach-in foul on Taylor.
Dean Hobbs a little upset with Payne for throwing that lob pass diagonally down to the corner, and there's Mabry a little upset that his team didn't convert on that fast break. More than a little upset. It was an open layup, and they didn't get it to go down, and those are things that you can sometimes point to at the end of a game and say, if.
Second foul on Charles Taylor. Critchlow into the lane. Puts it in. He's having a fantastic tournament, and Breckinridge County leads by 7.
Does he ever make a mistake?
They must be rare.
1-3-1 from Breckinridge County again.
In the corner, here's McGovern for three. The rebound, Sills.
Four rebounds for Sills to go with 13 points. Again, another solid outing.
Critchlow backs in, now drops it off for Williams. And it stays in. The lead is 9. PRP's trying to get a timeout. But first, there's a foul. The foul is on Payne. His first, and now the timeout. With 3:06 to go, third quarter, PRP takes the timeout. Breckinridge County leads the state championship game by 9, 46-37. We'll be right back.
Try a little different look. They're going to try to match up some out of their zone and play a little bit matching and man-to-man. Should be an exciting defense. Back to you.
Dan tried to sneak away, but we caught him. Driving is 5.
Can't hide from the camera.
And Breckinridge has got it again with Critchlow handling the ball. Now Mims comes out to challenge.
See Taylor come out to check Critchlow.
They're chasing Critchlow now. Bounce pass to Sills. That one won't go, but Sills battles for it and sticks it in there. It's an 11-point lead. Taylor through the hands of Mims and out of bounds. Michael Lockhart comes back in for the Panthers.
Dale Mabry telling his team to settle down, not panic. Still a lot of time to go, and they're capable of making up this deficit.
Critchlow into the lane, stops and hits it.
Oh, my Critchlow.
Double team on McGovern. Back to Taylor. Fye moves in. He is fouled. Whitworth picks up the foul, and that's his fourth. There's Nelson back in the ball game for PRP. And for Breckinridge County, Adam Mattingly is back in, replacing Jared Whitworth, who goes to the bench with 4 fouls. Minute 38 to go, third quarter, as Whitworth takes a seat.
Well, we've seen Breckinridge County go on some devastating runs in the state tournament. And that's not the way to get back in the ball game for PRP. They're going to have to take advantage of every opportunity they get. Only 7 of 13 for the foul line.
And Rodney Woods of Wayne County, please report the officials table.
12-point lead as Critchlow handles it against that defense in backcourt.
Please report the officials table.
Mattingly to Sills. Lockhart rebounds.
Too strong that time.
McGovern back outside. Nelson double team. The jump ball call. The arrow favors PRP. Good defense by Payne.
Again, the trap. And Payne going for the basketball. There's a possession arrow. John Tong, the longtime PA announcer for the state tournament.
It's a familiar voice. There's a deflection, a scramble for it. Now another jump ball call, and you know which way it's going this time.
You don't even have to guess with the roar of this crowd, do you?
White basketball, autographed by Coach Rick Pitino, sponsored by the Bluegrass Adoption Support Group, is Reed Bolton. Please report the officials table.
Here comes Critchlow again.
Reed Bolton.
Near steal by McGovern. Williams came up with the loose ball for Breckinridge County. And a bumping foul on Taylor. That'll be 3 on Charlie Taylor.
Foul is number 15, Charles Taylor. That's his third, team's second. And for Pleasant Ridge Park, number 30, Willie Ivory.
Here's Ivory back in the ball game, replacing Fye. Just the second team foul on Breckinridge County, or rather on PRP, and that might be a sign that they need to crank it up a little bit on defense. Usually pressure defense is their trademark.
Charlie Taylor going out of the ball game, and we've seen foul trouble hinder his aggressiveness at times throughout the tournament. You take his defensive quickness out of that lineup, all of a sudden their press isn't nearly as tough.
Coming down to the end of the third quarter, Breckinridge County holding a 12-point lead.
They're going to run special. I bet you Critchlow's involved in it. Let's see.
He's got it now. Forces one up and drew the foul. The foul will be charged to Dominic Taylor, and that comes with 4.2 seconds to go.
They've run that play several times in the tournament at the end of quarters. Critchlow simply penetrating, either trying to get the shot to go down or drawing a foul in the lane, and he's been able to come through more often than not. And they say a non-shooting foul. Nope. Now the officials confer. Glenn Brown and Roger Cross, and they change the call.
Critchlow with 11 points in the game. 51-38. Here comes McGovern across the line and fires. And that's the end of the third quarter. One more to go, and Breckinridge County leads by 13, 51-38. Back to Rupp Arena in just a minute. Ready to go in the fourth quarter. The Breckinridge crowd is roaring now as their team leads by 13. We're underway. Charlie Taylor has it for PRP. Inside for Lockhart. And the rebound off to Mattingly of Breckinridge County. Critchlow off to Williams. Matt Mattingly takes it. He's number 40. Now back out on top to Sills.
I tell you, generally you're in trouble when you get behind Breckinridge County by this many points, especially this late in the game.
Hoover commits the foul.
Because they don't hurt themselves with mistakes. Tough to come back against them.
Third one on Hoover and the fourth on the team. Payne is back in. Matt Mattingly goes out.
Some teams, Keith, will make it a little easier to come back on you because they'll pump up quick shots or sometimes get away, stray away from the game plan with a big lead. But this team in the tournament has only gotten better when they have a lead. Taking better shots, being more patient.
They really take care of the basketball, and that is tough to do against PRP. Now Payne's in trouble, but got rid of it to Sills.
Didn't need that dribble there. Almost cost him a turnover.
Critchlow penetrated, got it back to Sills. Now Sills takes it in. And that was one of the few poor shots you'll see by Breckinridge County. Too hard off the glass. PRP going the other way. Nelson tries to light it up with the three. Hoover with the rebound. He's fouled as he goes up.
Tough shooting night for the Panthers. You saw the miss from three-point range where they're only 2 for 13. And there's Payne holding Hoover, and Hoover, disgusted, gets up a little bit upset, but he'll go to the line to shoot free throws. In contrast, Breckinridge County 61% from the field, PRP 34.
Hoover now 2 for 5 from the line.
Shot quite a few free throws, 15 compared to Breckinridge County's 3, but they've only hit 9, now 10 free throws.
51-40. Long pass ahead from Mattingly. Into the lane, drops it off for Williams. Reverse layup won't go. Rebound Lockhart, and he's fouled from behind by Sills.
That's not a good foul by Jay Sills. That's his fourth, and there was a long shot to try to come up with a steal down under the basket there, and that hurts the ball club.
A foul is on number 42.
And it also will put PRP on the line. Lockhart is there.
Lockhart for 1.
First trip to the line tonight for Michael Lockhart. Coach Hobbs contemplating whether or not to stay with Sills with 4 fouls, and it looks like he will stay with the senior. Good touch by Lockhart. This one a long way to go for Dean Hobbs in Breckinridge County. Lockhart shoots him at 56% on the year. Looked good on the first one. 6'10 junior. Good-looking player. Gets 2, and they've got it into single digits again, 51-42. Sills ahead to Mattingly. And they get it in the hands of Critchlow. Inside for Sills. Fakes and puts it in. Dominic Taylor moves quickly. Blocked by Mattingly. Nelson gets it. Puts it in. Alert play by Gilwan Nelson. He's got 13 points. Played awfully well. Williams in the corner.
And an offensive foul on Critchlow. Dean Hobbs is trying to get a timeout. He does. That comes with 5:52 to go, fourth quarter. The score, Breckinridge County 53 and Pleasure Ridge Park 44. Back to Rupp Arena in just a minute. You look into the Pleasure Ridge Park huddle. They're down by 9, but with the call against Critchlow, momentum may have swung their way just a bit. You get the feeling if they're going to make a run, this could be the time.
That's why I think that was a good timeout by Dean Hobbs. He didn't let the thing go any further. He sensed that PRP was set to make a run. He's trying to let that momentum die down just a little bit. But we've seen PRP come at the Tigers with more pressure than ever. A concerted effort to come up with some steals. They forced Breck into 12 turnovers. As a matter of fact, each team had 12 turnovers. PRP is going to have to start shooting the ball better if they're going to get any closer. Hard to win when you shoot 35%, especially against a team that shoots 60.
Into Lockhart, back out to Taylor. 3 on the way.
That'll get you back in it.
A big 3 by Charlie Taylor, and it's a 6-point ball game. Look at the defense now. Critchlow breaks through. Mattingly on the baseline. And the reach-in foul on Mims.
The foul is on number 25, Mims. That's his first.
Just the 5th on PRP, so Breckinridge County puts it in play from the side. Now another reach-in foul.
Holding it awfully tight down the stretch. You saw him call the charge on Critchlow when there was a bump, and now a couple of reach-in fouls. And all this is taking place right out in the middle of the court where it can be seen about 25 or 30 feet from the basket, and it's easy for the officials to spot.
From this point on, both teams will shoot the bonus.
Tough to reach in and come up with any kind of steal out in that area because they're right on top of it, looking for it.
Critchlow just holds it as Taylor comes out to challenge him. Dominic Taylor.
Please report the scores table.
Underneath he goes to Sills, makes a move on Lockhart, can't get the shot, it's tipped in. Mattingly credited with the basket. It's 55-47. That was a big hoop. Ivory moves in, jumper off the mark. Lockhart grabs it, puts it up, not there. He's fouled. And Payne commits the foul, his third.
That's his third.
Back into the ball game for PRP. It's Gilwan Nelson. Mims goes out.
Replaces number 25, LeRon Mims.
4:29 left in the fourth.
Lockhart for 2.
Lockhart again, a good touch at the line. 3 for 3 from there. And again, it's a 6-point ball game.
Here comes that pressure.
Whitworth almost lost it. He's fouled.
Boy, Whitworth got a break right there. The ball came right back up to him after it was knocked away. And he's able to draw the foul. And there's Dale Mabry doing all he can to encourage the troops. There you see the ball rolling ahead and a reach in, and number 4 on the little general of the Panthers, Charlie Taylor.
Free throws for Jared Whitworth, 1 and 1. (56-49). Taylor and the Panthers really battling to get back in this one. But again, it's an 8-point lead for Breckinridge County.
Set up in the 2-3 zone.
Nelson moves in. He scores.
Goal by Nelson.
Gilwan Nelson having a big night with 15 points.
It's a 2-possession game, 6-point lead.
Nearly a steal by Taylor. Critchlow almost had it knocked away. Goes underneath to Mattingly.
What a pass. And a great adjustment by Mattingly.
Looked like Critchlow might have gotten himself in trouble under there, but instead a great assist to Mattingly. It's 59-51.
He made something good out of a tough situation.
Inside for Nelson. In and out this time. And again, a collision on the boards. The foul against Breckinridge County. That one goes against Adam Mattingly. That's his third. 3:22 to go. That can be an awfully long time.
At the line for Breckinridge County, number 41.
Here's a substitution for Breckinridge County. Carl Williams back in. And Mattingly goes out.
And Dominic Taylor at the line for 1 in the bonus.
1 point tonight for Dominic Taylor. Doesn't get the roll. Sills battles for it. Lost it out of bounds. Argues the call, but it'll go back over to PRP. And now McGovern comes in the ball game, replacing Dominic Taylor, and Adam Mattingly is right back in there for Breckinridge County. And Carl Williams goes out.
PRP has really done a good job on the offensive boards. Still not shooting well, 36%. Another
Nelson missed from underneath. Taylor puts it back up. And the tip by Ivory is good. And again, they've cut it to 6. The long pass for Sills. Started in, thought better of it.
That's 20 offensive rebounds now for PRP.
Critchlow down the middle, off to Mattingly. Under pressure, he scores. 61-53. Ivory drives. And that's a charging foul on Ivory. Just 2:36 remaining in the fourth quarter.
5 of the last 7 state tournament champs have come out of Jefferson County. 4 of those from the 6th region, which PRP is a member of. But the Panthers will have to overcome a deficit here late if they're going to keep that string going.
Critchlow down the middle and right back outside. PRP coaching staff signaling for a foul. Now they've got one.
A foul is on number 10, McGovern. That's his first.
First one on McGovern.
Number 25, Laurent Mims, replaces number 42.
Mims is back in for PRP. Lockhart goes out. Critchlow at the line.
About a 70% shooter, but he's been more than that in this tournament. At crunch time, he's missed very few.
Nails that one. 62-53, 158. That's all that's left.
I would say Critchlow at this point on an MVP run in the tournament.
Gets them both. Breckinridge County by 10. Pass got away. Critchlow on the floor, called for steps. And that'll give it back to PRP. But Critchlow wanted to claim that basketball.
It's a tough call. He has to have possession to be called a walk. I don't know if he did.
Here places number 25, LeBron Mims.
There's Brandon Fye back in for PRP. Panthers are going to have to get it up on the board. There's the pass deflected. Mattingly made the deflection, but McGovern recovered. And now a reach-in foul by Critchlow.
Just what Breckinridge County didn't need. They don't need to foul PRP at this stage of the game with a minute and a half left. Don't want to stop the clock and put them on the line.
At the line, Fye.
Concern on the PRP bench. Fye at the line. One more coming to the 6'2" senior, Brandon Fye. Got them both. Into Mattingly. Here comes Critchlow. Ivory goes after him. That's a foul on Ivory. It'll be a 1-and-1.
Breckinridge County won this state in 1965, a team led by Butch Beard, and they hadn't been back to the state tournament since.
Trying to make good on this return trip 30 years later. And Critchlow hits again.
Critchlow with 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Another solid night.
That one spun out. The lead is 9. Here comes Taylor. Ivory a long 3. And Mattingly way up for the rebound. And Fye quickly fouls Bradley Payne. And the Breckinridge Rooters are beginning to roar now. In earnest. A minute 11 to go.
Standing all over the arena in appreciation for this team that has had such an awesome tournament.
(65-55).
Please remain seated at the conclusion of the game for the presentation of awards ceremony.
66-55. Ivory was surrounded, missed the jumper, rebound Nelson, he puts it back in.
Nelson.
66-57, we're in the last minute. And Mattingly is fouled as he made that catch. Nelson commits the foul. Only his first. PRP down by 9. And to the line is Adam Mattingly.
For 1 and a bonus.
17 for Mattingly tonight.
To go with 8 rebounds, he has bounced back from a subpar semifinal game.
Free throw is short. PRP hurries it up. Ivory a quick 3. And Sills has it and they foul him. Foul is on Brandon Fye. And Sills will be looking into the friendly crowd when he goes to the free throw line.
And he'll have 1 and a bonus.
For PRP, a trip to the state championship game, but it looks like they'll be the runner-up.
What a great job Dale Mabry has done there.
They were state champs in '89. 68-57. Nelson fakes, gets a basket and a foul.
Goal by Nelson is good.
Talk about the success that PRP has had. Of course, we talked about Mabry over 350 wins as the coach there in his 14th year. 7 times to the state tournament. They haven't lost in the first round any of those trips.
Jared Whitworth is fouled out. And Williams reports in for him. Whitworth fouls out with 6 points. Nelson hits. 68-60. PRP keeps the pressure on. Payne got rid of it to Sills. Ahead to Mattingly. Taylor for PRP. Mattingly the rebound. 15 seconds. They take it away from him. Ahead to Charlie Taylor. Stops for 3 and hits it. Time running out. And it's all over. And Breckinridge County is the state champion.
And Breckinridge County, the 1995 state champions.
He may feel like he's already in Disney World. The celebration continues for Breckinridge County.